Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make baby back ribs. We're going to use the Traeger. I always do. Some people are different, but I found through the years, take the membrane off the baby back. One is going to get the sauce, the seasonings, and all that to absorb in there easier and really get your meat tender. So I'm going to show you a way how to take the membrane off. It's pretty easy. Not too much, because I kind of want that to get into the meat. It's going to make it real moist. That one. Okay. Now we got your meat. Got it cut, trimmed. Now what I did was I mixed up a brown sugar and a mustard deal. You can probably put a fourth mustard, a fourth brown sugar, mix it in the bowl. Once you mix the concoction up, it's going to look like this. And I make it kind of, you want this type of looseness, all right? So some people don't put their marinade on the back of it. I do. So I'll start with the back part first. Spoon you a little bit here. Okay. Then get in there and play with it. Get your hands dirty a little bit. I like to put it all on the sides of this meat. As you can see, see where that meat is. I rub that marinade all on there too. Okay, so that's good. Come back on the back's top side. You're gonna do the same thing. Just pour it on there a little bit. Okay. All right. Some people will go in at this point, they like to put it straight on the grill. Now me, I give mine about an hour to marinate. Now here is some of them I've already prepared. So as you can see, now these are St. Louis style ribs. You can tell they have a little squarey end. I love St. Louis ribs. Hard to find, but they're here. And you can see everything I just prepped before. This is what it's going to really look like in the end. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and take this baby back. I'm going to lay it right on top of this one here to marinate. So that's ready to go. Okay. You can do your seasoning while it's marinating or afterwards. Now, I'm going to go ahead, since I got everything done, I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning. Hey, stores got different seasonings. I like mine spicy, a little hot but sweet. So I use a product I just get from the store. You know, a lot of people make their own seasonings and all that. Hey, that's all good. But for this time's sake today, I didn't put mine together. And I put heavy. I go real heavy. I cover it all up. As you can see. Now I typically like to kind of pat mine. That way it's going to really get that season to stick. And especially when you get ready to put it on that fire. You don't want to be losing your seasonings off on the grill. Now I'm going to flip this baby back over. I'm going to put a little bit of something in there too. As you can see, I'm patting it down pretty good. Real good. Put a little bit more right here. And again, whatever seasoning that you find, they got a bunch of stuff in the stores. Find one that, you know, makes you happy. If it makes you happy, then that's all you got to worry about. If it makes you happy. Okay, so put a lot of the seasoning on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick it back in the fridge. And okay, all right. So what I'm also going to show you that's going to go along with the barbecue ribs, I'm going to show you my Chapman's famous baked beans. All right, what I like to do is I like to take one of the regular pork and beans, and it's up to you, however you want to do it, but then I like to take some of the Bush grilling beans as well to mixture. I take 2 cans of those. It's about 22 ounces, and I'll take a 28 ounce on that. So this is going to feed about 8 people. Okay, so first thing is, of course, I always drain my pork and beans a little bit. I don't want that much juice. because I got to add in some other ingredients. So I do drain a little bit off of it. Okay. Go ahead and pour that in. Get that air, get all of it out of there. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit of juice off of one of them. Here. Get that all poured in there real good. Now this, if I didn't mention, this is a Southern pit barbecue type flavor. So it's going to have beans and a rich barbecue sauce. But again, you can choose a different type of flavor. If you like the kind with brown sugar, you can do that. It's up to you. Okay, then I'm pouring it in my last can. Here. All right, so I'm gonna mix that all up in there. Get it good and even. Okay. Now, what I typically do is get about a teaspoon of mustard. I like that, it's good. And it's for taste. I like a little bit more mustard taste, so I typically do about a teaspoon and a half. That's just me. As you begin to do it, you'll figure out how you want your flavor. I take a little bit of the honey. This is one of the secrets that a lot of people don't do. Take you about a teaspoon of honey. Add that in as well. Then I take my ketchup. This is going to give a real good tomatoey base on your beans. Okay. Let's go ahead and mix that in there a little bit. Now I typically don't get the beans. If I get them, I don't get them with the brown sugar already in there. For some reason, wherever they manufacture, it tastes a little different. So I like adding my own sugar in there. So here, probably want about 1/4 of a cup. I've been doing it so long, I kind of got it measured. It's about 1/4 of a cup on that. Mix that all up in there real good. All right. And you stir it and stuff later on. I'll show you that. I put just a little hint of onion powder. Not much. Right there. You probably just want a little, half a teaspoon of onion pepper, but again, it depends on you. And get your little taster. You can start tasting a little bit, even though when it cooks, it's going to bring in all the flavor. That's good already. And even start baking it. So we're going to set that there, because later on I'm going to put those baked beans on the Traeger grill along with my ribs. It's going to give it a beautiful taste. Okay, so as you can see, ribs are ready. They've been marinating for about an hour or so. So right now I'm going to go in and I'm going to turn the Traeger's already on. It's been heating around 225. And so I'm going to show you, we're going to up that fire up to about 275. So come on and follow me, and we'll get that out at 275 and get that. That's about where I want my ribs to be. And so I'm going to lay this, I'm going to lay the baby back rib right here. Got my St. Louis style ribs. Looking real nice. Yeah, my last one there. Okay. So we're gonna let those. Now I'm gonna cook these like this for 2 hours at 275. But every hour I'm gonna come in and spray apple juice on those ribs. I've had a lot of use with my Traeger, so I got stuff rigged up, so don't worry about that. But we're gonna let that marinate, do what it do. Every hour I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you what I use on my apple juice thing, and we'll be looking at it as we go. But right now, then we're gonna go in a minute. I'm gonna grab my baked beans. I think I got enough room to put the baked beans on. So we're gonna put that on the grill too. So come on back. Okay. Now, if you all remember, I have my baked beans. We discussed this earlier. They're ready. They've been sitting out marinating for a while. So you could put it in the oven. If you do, put it at 300. But right now, I'm gonna put mine on the grill and let it grill 275. Get a good smoke flavor. Move these over a little bit. Give me a little bit more room. Let my baked beans just cook. It's gonna be so nice. Hey, see you back in a little while. Okay, my next thing I'm going to show you, it's a southern dish been passed down for generations. So these are the ingredients: eggs, onions, sour cream. Some people use real mayonnaise. I'm a Miracle Whip man. I like a little sweetness in mine. Relish, salt, pepper. If you like a paprika, we're gonna do that too. All right, let's dance. Right now, go ahead and take a half a cup of onions. Now, you may need more. It's up to you. Some of this is gonna be kind of a taste for you. Pepper. Again, it's up on you. You may wanna go to a teaspoon. I've been doing this all along. I kind of know how to work it. Salt, I want about a teaspoon of salt. Because I've been doing it a while, I don't have to measure it, but you can measure yours. Next I'm gonna go with, you wanna go with a half a cup to a cup of mayonnaise. It all depends. I got quite a bit. Basically what I used was 5 rustic potatoes. They were pretty large, they weren't the small ones, so medium to large. So that'll let you know what you wanna do. All right, so we're gonna go in and put in some of the Miracle Whip. Again, a half a cup to a cup. You gotta kind of mix it up for your consistency on where you want it. Now, one little secret I like is the sour cream. Sour cream is gonna give it that nice texture, a little more smoothness to it. So I really like going with about a tablespoon of sour cream. Let's see how the texture is on that. We're gonna go with a teaspoon of mustard. Love a little mustard. All right. Okay. All right, then we're gonna start with your relish. Now, you know, when I was always told, they say use a tablespoon. I'm real big on relish, so I really kind of lean on it a little bit more. About a half a cup, maybe about a third of a cup on that. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is cut up the eggs. Now I'm gonna use 3 eggs. So I've taken it out of the large bowl. Here it is, your potato salad, deep southern style potato salad. Beef cheesy special. Come. Okay, it's been almost an hour. The famous Chapman baked beans are still cooking on the Traeger grill. And so in about 15 minutes, we're gonna go out, look at it, spray a little apple juice on it. We're gonna take a look at the bacon. Okay, right now, you can take a look at the ribs. This is what it looks like after an hour. And I'm gonna come with the apple juice, keep the moisture. Keep it from drying out. Well, that's beautiful. Let me stir the beans up a little bit. They're getting a real good smoke to it. Oh man. Then what I'm gonna do is in another hour, I'm gonna put a little bit of more ketchup on it to give it that real good glaze. But right now, it's cooking very nice. And then you can see on the ribs here, things doing real good, getting a good color to it. So in another hour, I'm gonna come back and do the same thing. Come back at you. It's so much smoke. You can see it's turned this smoke. So I mean, this is what this is doing. So now I hope it don't do the dish the whole way. So take. Okay, right now I'm getting ready to. As you can see, the color is really coming in nice. I'm going to hit it again with some more apple juice, keep the flavors going. All right. And then the other thing that you want to check, I'm going to check this out real quick. Okay, right now we're going to take the ribs off. And we're going to, I'm going to wrap them. And I'm going to show y'all a wrap technique and something I do. All right, so let's come on over here. All right, we're going to wrap these things up like this. We're going to take the butter. Just get you about a width, half an inch width, just like this. Come with your honey. Right on top. And we want to curve this up a little bit because we want to put in a little bit of the juice, apple juice, just to keep it good and moist. So this is where the magic starts. If you get some foil that's a little bigger, normally I have bigger foil. I'll do it in one.